Hello and welcome, sports fans, to this live streaming event from Table Rock Sports Productions in partnership with our local school districts. And we say thank you to our local sponsors who make these live events and these athletic streams possible. We ask you to support their business whenever you can. I'm Terry Ross coming with you let's start over. I'm Terry Ross along with Dan Hartwell. We'll start there first. Coming to you live from Gary H. Wheeler Field. Good grief, you'd think it was morning or something. Gary H. Wheeler Field here at Lithia and Driveway Fields. This is the Lithia Superstore game of the day, and this is a community college men's soccer matchup between Klamath Community College and Rogue Community College. Coverage today is brought to you by Table Rock Sports, Oregon's leading provider of live high school athletic streams through our Lithia Superstore Game Center at TableRockSports.net. And we say welcome to our home and visiting fans watching today. And Joe Brett is our executive producer. Our sponsors keep these events free for fans to enjoy. Please let them know you appreciate their support. And Table Rock invites you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And we say thank you to the over 4,500 fans who already have. We'll be back with a quick look at both of these teams on the Abby's Pizza pregame show, with locations to serve you throughout Southern Oregon. You can make Abby's Pizza your post-game stop with a menu that covers all your family favorites. Abby's is an Oregon post-game tradition since the 1970s. See you after the game at Abby's. We'll be back with a discussion of these two ball clubs right after this, as you're listening to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night on TableRockSports.net.
The Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Medford Superstore wants to buy your vehicle. So we'll beat any other dealer's offer to buy your vehicle by $500. And if we don't buy your vehicle, we'll fill up your gas tank. Only at Lithia Dodge.
Whether it's game day or a family get-together, Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
You want diverse venues? We got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
The Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Medford Superstore wants to buy your vehicle. So we'll beat any other dealer's offer to buy your vehicle by $500. And if we don't buy your vehicle, we'll fill up your gas tank. Only at Lithia Dodge.
Welcome back to the Abby's Pizza pregame show on the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night. Let's take a look at these ball clubs. Klamath comes into this game 2-6-1 in conference play, 2-8-2 overall. This is, however, I want to make note, this is their first season at playing at the community college level. They've always been just a club sport over there, kind of an intramural thing, but they are now playing for real. And Coach Lupe Gonzalez, he's telling me that they're actually doing pretty good for a first-year club. They obviously have a lot of freshmen on the team, learning how to play at an organized level. And today will be a real challenge, taking on the Rogue Ospreys, as he says, considering that they have lots and lots of experience on hand. But he's pretty happy with where his club is at the moment and with the effort that he's been getting. He says, told his club that you need to come out here and make sure that you give them a game. Don't just give up before we get started. And so we'll see what the Klamath Badgers, as they are known, can get done. Meanwhile, the Rogue Ospreys are having another good season. They've won the South region now for like the last 4 years in a row, going after number 5 here. And if they win today, they will do that. They will secure the South region. Coach Greg Millick, when we talked to him, he was talking about how they went over to Coos Bay and they lost the first game of their conference play. And he told the team, you're going to have to win 8 in a row at this point to do that. And he says, so far we've won 7 as they come in 7-1-1 now in conference play. 9-2-2 overall. But he says that they now have to win this one. If they win this one, they win the conference. Because they've already beaten Lane once, and they have tied with Lane. So they have that one game head-to-head matchup with Lane in their pocket with a win. But they're going to need a win today because Lane, and I'll just see how fast things are operating over here at the field. Today, Lane is playing Southern Oregon, which is right behind them at 4-4-1. And obviously, Southern Oregon can't catch Lane at all. Klamath can't catch Southern Oregon. So a lot of things are settled here already. But still, you have to worry about the fact that Lane could beat Southern Oregon. And if you're an Osprey fan, you've just become a big Southern Oregon or a Southwest Oregon fan because you're hoping that they can win. As we say, the Rogue Osprey, they come in with a sophomore-laden team, excuse me, which Coach Millick does tell us that it does make a huge difference in this because you get a freshman out there and they're kind of trying to figure out what's going on and how to play the game, and a little confusing to them. But he's got sophomores, so he's feeling pretty good. When we come back, it'll be time for kickoff here at Lithia and Driveway Fields, Gary H. Wheeler Field, as you're listening to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net.
At Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
RCC provides a unique learning education experience where they don't just teach you the head knowledge so that you come out understanding your craft, but they also give you the hands-on experience where you can end up mastering your craft. Taking the first step is the best thing that you could do for your life. So contact RCC today, schedule a tour so that you can begin your journey so that your dreams can become your reality as well. I found my path at RCC.
I love being a nurse, and RCC was the best way for me to start as a nurse. There's so many options for nursing pathways and healthcare jobs. I'm just so grateful that through RCC's nursing program, I was able to be a successful ICU nurse right out of the gate. Becoming a nurse through RCC changed my life. So I encourage anyone who's looking for a change in your personal or professional path to check out RCC. I found my path at RCC.
The Abby's Pizza pregame show was brought to you by Abby's Pizza. They have locations to serve you throughout Southern Oregon. Make Abby's Pizza your post-game stop with a menu that covers all your family favorites. Abby's is an Oregon post-game tradition since the 1970s. We'll see you after the game at Abby's. And stay tuned at halftime. We'll have some updates brought to you by the Medford Parks and Recreation Department. The Fall Activities Guide is out now with sports leagues, classes, and activities for all. Visit playmedford.com to learn more. As you can see, well, or you would see if I will take this away from you, the teams are headed out to the field. And we will line up. And they'll do the fist bump as they go by. We'd like to say thank you to our sponsors for making tonight's coverage possible. That would include the Lithia Superstore on Highway 62. They are your home for Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Fiat vehicles and trucks. They're also our title sponsor, Lithia Superstore. In goal for Klamath will be Josh Hernandez. Also out on the field, starting for the Badgers, is Luis Serrato, Jonathan Flores, Giovanni Cazares, Brian Leon, Salvador Barajas, Arthur, I had this down once, Arthur Cayetan, I believe is the way that's pronounced, Aiden Smith, Rafael Segura, Jordan Beals, and W.D. Ness. That's your starters for Klamath. In goal for Rogue, we'll have to get our clock started here, and I'm at the wrong end. They're going to go up instead of down, so we will do likewise here. Our clock will not be the most accurate in the world, but we'll let it run for you anyway and see what it does. And it forgot to start the clock here at the stadium. They may not even be running the clock at the stadium for all I know. And while we figure this out and they figure out who's going to actually control the ball, we'll get you the Osprey starters. In goal is Xander Mwanthi. Sammy Bayer, Michael Muchakian, Jesus Duarte, Mason Clipfill, Kobe Ibarra, Andre Esteghini, Severin Larson, Rex Ricky, Maximo Melgar Martique, and Kuuka Kapunai. I don't think I got that right. Kapuinai. I know his mother's listening, and I probably messed that up. That's the way it goes, I guess, but we'll try to get it right there as it goes on. But right now, nobody in control. It's out of bounds. Going to go to KCC. Well, they're just out there in the middle. I'm sorry about the silence. Part of it is to save my voice, but we don't really have anybody taking control here at the moment. That's going to be offside. And walking over there. Looks like it's going to be Larson to take the kick. So everybody will line up in the middle now, right there in front of the goal. Larson will send it to the middle, he hopes, where somebody can head it in. It's up, and it's wide. Rogue is saying it's their ball. And it looks like they're right. We're going to do a corner kick. And out there to do the corner kick, if we can get the number. See, it looks like Larson again. All right, here we go. Back to the middle one more time. That goes over everybody's head. Klamath chases it down and boots it out of bounds. I wouldn't say it's the coldest day here in the Rogue Valley, but it's certainly not the warmest either. Yeah, Ricky was trying to throw that in from way up where it didn't go out of bounds. So now throwing it in will be Clipfill. Clipfill will get it back. Klamath down there in the corner. That went over the end line. They didn't call it. Rogue will get it back under control and then send it the long way. Klamath has it. Can't get around. They get it back though. Trying to center it up. And booting it out of there finally is Mwanthi. Now the Ospreys have it. Can they do something with it? Got it in the middle. Turn it around, Clipfill. Trying to go somewhere, but he can't. He'll bring it back out. Back out to Larson. In the middle it goes. And going to grab it? No. Finally going to kick it out of bounds for Klamath is Smith. Oh, they said it was off a Rogue. And the goal kick belongs to Klamath. Ness will do that. Into the middle it goes one more time. And they'll send it back. Will the Badgers. And they'll try it again. Try it with Serrato. Who's looking. Now fires it down. The Ospreys are going to take that. They're going to have to get that out of there, though. And they kind of do. Across the pitch it goes. And into the middle. Picked up there by Ibarra. Ibarra sends it ahead to Clipfill. Clipfill. Trying to get it around. He's going to get it passed off, though. Into the middle it goes. Headed out of there by the Badgers. Now here comes Klamath RCC one more time. Badgers set it up way back in their side of the field. once again, they try to take it. That was Bayer trying to take it. The Ospreys will just kick it right back to the goalkeeper. Mwanthi, I believe it is. I know I keep saying these differently. I didn't get to write them all down, so I'm trying to recall off of my top of my head how some of these names are said. But Mwanthi, got that out of there. Now the Badgers have it. Ibarra all over the Leon. Into the middle, and Klamath will get that out of there. But Larson has it under control. The Ospreys, wait, no whistle. And that's taken out of the air by Hernandez. I see my clock is way behind somehow. They got the stadium clock going, but I'm not so sure that the stadium clock is right. But I'm going to, right here while you're watching, I gotta get it to stop for a moment. We'll start it when he gets there again, because we got another goal kick coming up is what's happening out there. Be a little closer anyway. All right, here's the goal kick by the Ospreys. It's into the middle, headed up, and grabbed by Hernandez. Looks like the one that got a head on it was Estangini. That's going to be headed away. Ibarra, wide left. Goal kick for, nope, it's going to be a corner kick for the Ospreys. One more time. Back to the middle goes. Ibarra will do the honors on this corner kick. Headed up. And Klamath gets it out of there. Excuse me, didn't mean to do that. Long pass ahead. Not going to get there. Got a foot on it, but couldn't do much more than get a foot on it that time. That was Machakian. Hernandez comes out to get it. He gets it. Klipfeld was right there. Hernandez doesn't know what to do. Now he's going to roll it. And the Badgers will keep coming the other direction now. The Osprey are playing down on the Klamath side of the field. Just haven't put anything in yet. Out of bounds. That will go Badger direction. So with 13 minutes gone, I'd say the Badgers are holding their own right now. They've not allowing the Osprey to do anything down on the ground. and back up pretty quickly. There's Larson. The Osprey are back at it again. There's a long pass, but Ibarra's not going to get there before Hernandez does. He'll roll it out one more time to Barajas, who's ridden off the ball by Klepfield. Bayer has it, and he's going to give it up. And the Osprey will see if they can't get it a little closer. There's a long one, but Hernandez is the only one there. He'll grab that on a hop. Yep, flag. Illegal throw in, I believe. And the Badgers will take over. Sun's starting to pop out, as you can see. I don't know how clear that idea is on your screen, but it's starting to pop out here anyway, in a noticeable way. Supposed to get up to the mid-60s today, down here in the Rogue Valley. Well, we'll see. Osprey's working it downfield. Round one. And taken away, but the Ospreys will get it right back. They'll set it up. See if they can't move it a little further. Haven't moved it yet. Down too far downfield. Now they begin to go. Ricky with it there for a moment. And then off to Larson. And they'll set it back again. Now into the middle. It goes to Ricky. Badgers had it there. Now they've got it under full control. That's headed away. Now they'll try it again. The Osprey is having some trouble. Rogue will move it. They got to clear back here on their end. Getting it over. That's Ricky with it. Long pass ahead. Trying to get around. There's a little shot, but that's going to be rejected by Klamath. Taking that one was Istana guy. Ooh, that was close. It turned out to be a nothing. Larson takes it away. Here comes Larson with it. I'll set it up for Larson. Plays in the middle. Kind of the quarterback in soccer, the middle person in the middle. Now they punch it ahead. Can they get there? No, it's taken away by Klamath. Having a move that time was Duarte, but he couldn't do it. Several of these players on the Osprey team are being looked at by colleges Oregon Tech, Southern Oregon University, some other places. Wouldn't say that they're looking, the University of Oregon, Oregon State type of schools aren't necessarily out here recruiting them, but they still have a chance to go to NAIA or even Division II soccer and play some more. They've got a Chico State signee on here, so players are getting a look, which is kind of the idea of a community college program. Here's a shot on goal, but knocked away. It was a good effort that time by the Badgers, but just couldn't quite get it in. And now he's leaving the field. That was, I was going to say it was Vargas, but that's not Vargas. He's not shown as a starter. Might have been Cazares. Now saved out of there by Mwanthi. And now he'll just roll it out. And the Osprey will start over halfway through the first period. Well, not quite. We have 45 minutes here at the college level. There's a pass through, but taken away pretty easily by Smith. Rogue has it back. Sort of. There's a lot of pushing and shoving down there in that corner. Out of bounds to Klamath. And a lot of pointing, but in the end, Rogue is going to throw it in. They'll try it one more time to get this thing downfield and in a position to score. Had a couple of shots on goal, but not a whole lot. Told you it was, excuse me here for a second. My throat still hasn't quite recovered. I was talking to some of the volleyball players before the game. They were talking about the difference between high school and community college. And they're like, the game's a lot different at this level. It's much faster. Decisions have to come quicker. Players on the opposing team react more quickly. You got to get used to all that, which is kind of what Klamath is doing, but they're doing very well at getting used to that. Looks like Larson on the kick here. He tends it into the middle. It's banged around. Oh, boy, Klamath almost didn't get that. Well, he didn't get that out of there. Here's Rogue with another shot, but that's going to be a long, wide, high, and all of it. Off of the football crossbar. So the Klamath team is basically getting used to this idea of playing at a higher speed. Players a little more used to what they're doing. Coach Millick talked about that also, because we're talking about his team having a lot of sophomores on it. As Clipfield gets there and intercepts that, tries to get it set up again for the Osprey, but nothing doing. He was talking about that having freshmen is compared to sophomores, or sophomores compared to freshmen, let's put it that way, makes all the difference in the world, because the sophomores already, it's kind of like, yeah, I've been there, saying that. Whereas the freshman's going, oh, now what do? I don't have any idea. So Klamath is going to get there, though. I just keep saying that for you Klamath fans. They will get there, as they're doing a pretty good job here in season number 1. They haven't went winless. They've won some games. In fact, they're not even in last place in the region. So they're doing all right for a first-year ball club. Right now, they're hanging tough with the Osprey. And the Osprey need a win here today to claim the title for this region. This is the last game. I mean, this is it. Ibarra in the middle, being shoved, pushed. Didn't get a call. It's the other thing. High school sports, you probably would have had a call there. College, not so much, and now they do get a call. The Osprey will be kicking it. Larson from the 40-yard line just sends it out to the side. And Rogue will set it up again. Hernandez will take that on a bounce. And out of bounds to Rogue. Trying to find some place to go. Badgers, oh, there's a really long shot. But Hernandez will take that out of the air. Rogue has had the ball down at the other. There's going to be a tripping foul on Klamath. Martique will take the kick. Maybe Martique won't take the kick. Doesn't look like Martique on the kick. It wasn't Martique on the kick either. It was. So, well, they give it right back though. So say the Badgers have got it going here. They're keeping Rogue off the old scoreboard, as it were. Before or after the game is a great time to visit Dutch Brothers and enjoy your favorite beverage. Dutch Brothers supports the communities that support them. And for over 30 years, there is no better place after the game than Abby's Pizza. Make new memories at Abby's. Goal kick coming up for the Badgers. Doing that will be Serrato. Headed one way, headed back the other way. And now the Ospreys will try and get a hold of it. But again, the Badgers take it right back. They're playing Klamath is playing a pressing attack, making it hard for soon as anybody gets the ball for Rogue. There's a Klamath player there. They're playing good defense. It's hard for Rogue right now to find an open space. They may have to do something different. Rogue may have to do something different in the second half. This will go back to the goalkeeper, and they'll just get it started again quickly. Larson will move it over now into the middle. That's Ibarra, and he'll kick it out of bounds. Smith will throw it in for Klamath. Nope, he won't. He'll give it up. Ness will throw it in. And what do we have? We have a Klamath player that's injured. Need a substitution for him. That's Beals. That's going out. Coming in is number 13. One of the starters, actually. Arthur Keaton. Here comes Klamath. They've got a shot at this. Nope, they're going to lose it. Bayer has it right now. He'll get it over to Ricky. Ricky working. Doing some footwork there. Back out to Bayer, though. Around to Duarte. Klepfill. To Ibarra. Nope. Klamath is going to let it go out of bounds. So can anybody in the last 12 minutes or so of this half find a way to get the ball into the net? So far the answer is no. The Osprey are going to lose it again. Here comes Klamath with it. That's Flores downfield. He'll pass it off. Trying to get it around to the middle. There's a shot. Now it goes way over everybody's head. Trying to get it to the middle that time was Leon, but Leon sent it way over everybody's head. But Klamath will get it right back. The Osprey sent it out of bounds. Clip Phil on a sliding tackle that time. Intercepts the ball. Now they get it ahead. He's going to be offside. Always been one of the strangest rules of soccer to me. As a player takes off like that, outruns the other guy because he's faster, and he's offside. It's like, nah, you lost the race. But it's not the way soccer is played. He had to keep a guy between him and the ball, and he didn't do it. Out of bounds. Here comes the Osprey right back in a hurry. Barra punches it out. There's a long shot. Klepfil was there. Had it on foot. Heads it. Still trying to control it. Nope. And the Osprey get it back somehow. There's a shot coming up. Goal. Went clear down into the corner, running away on that one. I believe it was number 18 on the goal. Ricky. Well, people didn't stop the clock. 35-20 is where it's at. So Ricky punches one home. And now my clock will be way off because they didn't stop the clock for the goal, which I believe is a rule, so we'll have to see if I'm right or if they stop it at the triple, at the 45-minute mark. There's another goal. Another goal. Huh? That's all right. We'll get it in a minute down there when they quit jumping all over him. I want to say it's number 3, but that would be illogical. I'll give it to number 8. I don't know really who it was. Sometimes these goals happen so fast you can barely figure anything out. I suppose my scoreboard should reflect the fact that Rogue has scored a couple of times. Now lead it 2-0 on the John L. Scott scoreboard. I haven't mentioned John L. Scott. There hasn't been much reason to mention John L. Scott. But on the John L. Scott scoreboard, John L. Scott, they have offices in Medford, Ashland, and it's in. Goal. Eugene. That's Clipfill. That's number 7 right there. Hernandez left. Hernandez left the net empty. It didn't take long for Rogue to take advantage of that. So with a 3-0 lead, and still about 6 minutes to go here in the half. Rogue is finally broken through and figured out where the holes are in the Klamath defense. There's another one put up, but that's going to go over the goal post. Phil puts another one up there, but way too strong on that one. Ness to kick it. Take the goal kick. Here come the Badgers. And the Ospreys steal it again. Trying to set it up. Almost lost it. Out of bounds to Rogue. Today's game is brought to you by the Southern Oregon Sports Commission's Know Your Role campaign, promoting respectful behavior at youth sporting events. Headed around, and Klamath had a chance at it, but they didn't get it. Instead, Ricky has it for the Ospreys. Back to Larson. Larson will send it to the middle, headed out of there by Klamath. And out of bounds. Corner kick is what they're saying. This will be Larson coming to take the corner kick for the Osprey. And didn't send it to the middle that time. That didn't make any difference. The Badgers take it away anyway. And they're out of bounds. But they will have control of the ball. It's off a Rogue. I say there's only about 4 minutes left in the half. That's by the stadium clock. I'm not so sure that the stadium clock is correct. Although the official did not indicate that the clock should stop for a goal. So the stadium clock may be correct and I may be incorrect. That's what I'm trying to say here. You'll find out shortly. Out of bounds to Klamath. Rogue with a big 3-0 lead now here in the first half. Pop it way down there again. Who's going to get control? There's a tripping foul on Klamath. Oh, it's a yellow card. That yellow card is given to Alberto Hernandez. Although it's all the Rogue players that are gathered in a circle near the ref, but I think it was on Hernandez. All the officials are making notes. So Rogue gets a kick. This will be at the 15-yard line. Ibarra is there. That doesn't mean he's going to take the kick. Larson is there. And Duarte is there. And now Ibarra walks away. And it's Larson that takes the kick off the crossbar. Off of the top of the goal. And now we have a stoppage here. They're going to call it a goal kick, yeah. It's a goal kick for Klamath. So we're either down to the final 30 seconds or we have more time to go. We're going to know here quickly. Klamath wants a discussion. I don't know why you want a discussion with time running out. If that's indeed what's happening. My clock shows that we have about another 3 minutes to go. Yep, indeed. They're still playing on, so you can probably put more faith in your screen clock than what's out here on the stadium. Out of bounds to Rogue. He pointed the flag. Yeah, it should be out of bounds. It should be a corner kick for Klamath. Not sure what the... Oh, nope, just a kick. Okay, they're going to do the same thing. They're going to try to send this right to the center. See if they can get a header or a good bounce, one or the other. Way too far. Osprey have it. Here comes Rogue, and they're going to call that a kick. And also halftime. So, we've gone to halftime here, according to the officials. And at halftime, the Rogue Ospreys are way out on top. Let me do that again. That isn't what I meant to do. On the John L. Scott scoreboard, they lead at the half 3-0. We invite you now to stay tuned for the Medford Parks and Recreation Department halftime show on the John L. Scott scoreboard. It's a lead for the Rogue, John L. Scott, with offices in Medford, Ashland, and Eugene.
Diverse venues, we got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Okay, you know how people complain about how Dutch Bros workers are like too nice, too hyper, compliment you too much, whatever? Maybe you're not nice enough. Maybe you need to get a little Dutch Bros in you.
Discover the West Coast destination for those seeking more. More sunny days, more athletic facilities, more outdoor adventures, more to do during downtime. Medford is your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
It's time. And there's only one thing that makes it all possible. Refs.
We're looking for people like you.
Former athletes,
Parents,
community members,
anyone who can manage the game and stick with it.
But we need more heroes and stripes. People like you.
Join the team and keep sports alive.
Play ball.
Because no ref, no game.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Welcome back to the Medford Parks and Recreation Department halftime show. Did you know the city of Medford is the largest provider of community recreation classes, programs, and sports leagues in Southern Oregon? You can check out the fall program guide for hundreds of offerings at playmedford.com. So the Rogue lead this one 3-0 at halftime on the John L. Scott scoreboard. They scored rather rapidly at the 35-20 minute mark. They had it put in by Rex Rickey, and then just about, 20 seconds later, then turning around and putting it in was Ethan Martinez. And not too long after that, just a little over a minute after that, they stuck it in again. Mason Clipfill put it in. And so that gave them a quick 3-0 lead in the half after Klamath had held them scoreless for a good majority of the first half. So the Osprey looking to win this game and clinch the Southern Area region for the Northwest Athletic Conference, I believe is what it's called. It's the Community College Conference for all of the community colleges in Oregon and Washington. And they will be starting on November 1st. Playoff action. If the Rogues continue to go on and win this game, they will not play on that weekend. They will play November 8th. Might be that November 5th is the first game. I'm not sure when the first game is, but I know that for Rogue, if they win today, they will play a home game November 8th, which puts them, since there's only 16 going, puts them into the final 8 immediately by winning. Of course, if you win that, then you're automatically into the semifinals. So it's a big deal, as the coach Millick says, to be able to win this game and to be able to have that first round home game here, not this coming weekend, but next weekend. There's a lot of playoff action going on, both at the high school level and at the college level, but we'll do what we can to keep you going anyway. We'll take a look at more things going on right after this, as you're listening to the Medford Parks and Recreation Department halftime show on TableRockSports.net.
Combining your home and auto insurance could save you time and money. And who doesn't like that? Want surprisingly great rates on auto, home, and life? Now's the time to call State Farm agent Rory Wold in Medford.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
This has been my profession for 30 plus years now. I really love my work. We try to source as many ingredients as we can, as local as possible, like local fruits and vegetables. We have a menu like you would find in any nice restaurant. We don't make it until you order it, so everything will be coming out fresh. We do have wonderful desserts here as well. Every day you have 5 or 6 options as far as the fresh dessert go. People are bringing their friends and family and wanting to show off what we have here to offer.
Come take a tour of Twin Creeks and meet our award-winning.
It's game time And there's only one thing that makes it all possible. Refs.
We're looking for people like you.
Former athletes,
Parents,
community members.
anyone who can manage the game and stick with it.
But we need more heroes and stripes. People like you.
Join the team and keep sports alive.
Play ball.
Because no ref, no game.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Combining your home and auto insurance could save you time and money. And who doesn't like that? Want surprisingly great rates on auto, home, and life? Now's the time to call State Farm agent Rory Wold in Medford.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
This has been my profession for 30 plus years now. I really love my work. We try to source as many ingredients as we can, as local as possible, like local fruits and vegetables. We have a menu like you would find in any nice restaurant. We don't make it until you order it, so everything will be coming out fresh. We do have wonderful desserts here as well. Every day you have 5 or 6 options as far as a fresh dessert go. People are bringing their friends and family and wanting to show off what we have here to offer.
Come take a tour of Twin Creeks and meet our award-winning.
So we welcome you back to the Medford Parks and Recreation halftime show as we are trying to study something here at the same time we're talking to you. 3-0 on the John L. Scott scoreboard as Rogue put 3 in rather quick fashion just before halftime. About 6-7 minutes to go with the halftime, and they punched it in 3 times. We told you that Rogue could win this thing. If they win today, they could win the South region. They've already qualified for a playoff spot. Lane is right there with them. It's 7-1-1. They're playing Southern Oregon today. And Southwest Oregon, I should put it that way. Southwest Oregon from over in the Coos Bay area. And they are 4-4-1. They can't catch Lane, but they certainly could ruin Lane's chances of winning the region. And I don't think that there's any report. No, that game doesn't begin until 1:30, so we won't have a report on that before we're through with this game. The only other game going on is Portland and Shemakita are going at it. They Shemakita would like to win that game and tie with Portland, but that would make them a tie for last place. And if Klamath loses here today, they would fall into last place. They would be 2-7-1. Portland, if they lose, would be 2-7-1, and Shemakita would be 2-5-3. So Shemakita would get out of last place. Meanwhile, Portland and Klamath would be in a tie for last. So there's a lot to play for. People are trying to play for things and get things set up for next season. And that's really kind of the goal sometimes when your team is young and things aren't really going well. That's really what you do, is you play for next season. The Medford Parks and Recreation Department invites you to the Rogue Credit Union Community Complex for open swim, drop-in sports, and sports leagues. And you can see the events that are taking place at roguexmedford.com. You can join the fun at RogueX. We'll be back right after this second half action on the Lithia Superstore. Game of the day on TableRockSports.net.
For over 50 years, each day has started with a smile, a helping hand, and a promise to be there when you need us most. Delivering on that promise are our hard-working, dedicated employees. At Sherms, we're proud to be an essential part of our community and look forward to keeping our selection, quality, and value where our customers deserve for many years to come. Sherms Food for Less and Thunderbird Market.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Enjoy Abby's Pizza at your place. Close your eyes and you can taste old-fashioned values, classic pizza parlor decor, and generations of tradition. Recreate that magic. Open your eyes and head to abbys.com. With pickup and delivery options, no matter where you dine, Abby's just tastes better.
When you work with Hart Insurance Agency, you'll experience the quality service and attention to detail that you'll only find with an independent insurance agency. Hart Insurance Agency was founded in 1947 and is one of the largest independent, locally owned agencies in Southern Oregon, with offices in Grants Pass and Medford. Their experienced team of agents have the knowledge to design, place, and to manage your personal and business insurance plans. Find out more. Visit hartinsurance.com.
Here's a good-looking pizza, guaranteed to bring some smiles. And right now, it's on sale, so it's good for your wallet too. This giant is loaded with toppings and can feed up to 6 people. Order at abbys.com. Give us a call or just drop by. Only at Abby's Legendary Pizza.
Are you ready to sink your teeth into an exciting career in healthcare? Look no further than Rogue Community College's Dental Assistant Certificate Program. Our hands-on training prepares you for success in this high-demand field. Gain real-world experience in our state-of-the-art labs. RCC's Dental Assistant Program gives you a chance to secure a good-paying career in a thriving field. Whether you're starting out or advancing your career, RCC sets you on the path to a financially secure future. Learn more to earn more at RCC. Your path to a fulfilling career starts here. Enroll today.
RCC prepared me for this career path by giving me the tools and experience from my teachers to help guide me where I needed to go, along with the flexibility to choose my own career path. I think the connection between college and success in life is the ability to explore aspects of education that you never thought was possible. So if you're interested in welding, fabrication, or designing, please reach out and contact RCC. I found my path at RCC.
And we welcome you back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net. We're ready for second half action here, as Rogue has a 3-0 lead on the John L. Scott scoreboard. John L. Scott, they have offices in Medford, Ashland, and Eugene. Rogue will begin with the ball for the second half. And we're just waiting for the referee at this point. So Rogue, unless they allow Klamath to score, really doesn't need to put any more points on the board, but I'm sure they will desire to do so, just to make sure that there is no comeback. Hernandez will take that. Or not Hernandez, but Wanthi will take that. There's a shot on goal, but it goes wide. Serrato with that shot. That one's wide. The Osprey will get it set in motion. Out of bounds to the Osprey. Oh, Klamath has it now. The Osprey will have to get that thing out of there. And they do with a very long kick. The Badgers will control it. And they'll do a long kick themselves. And what do we have? The Osprey ball. There's a long pass through that's going to be taken by Hernandez. And booted out of bounds. Osprey back to the middle again. And try to set things up one more time. Way out of bounds. Be Klamath ball, but that's way out of bounds. That's clear over the fence. And take a moment to figure out how to get that one there. This game is brought to you by Hart Insurance, providing personal and business coverage in Grants Pass and Medford. Fans Road Credit Union is your partner in your financial journey and is proud to partner with Table Rock Sports each year to bring you coverage of your favorite teams. And we'd like to say thank you to Avista Utilities in Southern Oregon for over 15 years in support of our local sports coverage. And they finally get the soccer ball back. We're ready to play. Had to go fish that one out of the creek. No, probably not really. There's a creek over there, but thought that they had to fish it out of that. There's a shot. That'll be handled easily by Mawante. Down, and now the Badgers are going to send it out of bounds. So Rogel do it again. Out of bounds. Klamath will have it. Trying to keep it in bounds was Martique, but couldn't do it. Klamath ready to inbound it. And they do. And right back out of bounds. Smith will do it again. Knocks that out of bounds. That went off of the foot of Mario. It was off the foot of Barajas. Get up here and not look at a crooked line. Give it right back to Klamath Falls. Or not Klamath Falls, but Klamath Community College. And Klamath will take it again. Can they do something with it, though? Nope. Out of bounds, off of the foot. Looked like it went off the foot of Barajas. Maybe wrong about that. It might be an 18 and not a 10. That's what it is. It's 18. So it went off of the foot of Tobias or Flores. We'll get there yet. It's a good thing we have a little time. Here's the Osprey. No, that's going to go out of bounds. It's Klamath direction. Official pointed going to Klamath, and the Ospreys are going to inbound it. So may have been overridden by the referee. And line judge calls it again for. I guess it is for the Osprey. They reverse now. It's going to be a kick for the Osprey at the 40-yard line. And they'll send it over here to the near side. Here comes the Osprey. No, didn't get it around him. Badgers take it away. Flores with it. He'll pass it into the middle. He's got a teammate there. But it's going to be taken away by the Osprey. Here they come one more time. Nope. Flores almost had it back. And look, yep, going to go the Osprey's direction. So Rogue will have a kick. It's right about the 15-yard line. And again, it's going to go for a kick for Rogue. This time they'll put it at the 25-yard line. Got to get it through somewhere. Finally finds a teammate. And I'll have to send it all the way back. Over to the other side. Bayer with it. Into the middle. Here comes a lift it up. Clip Phil can't get there. There's one player there. There's a nope. Badgers take it away. Boy, they had a crack at that too. Did Rogue, as they had the Eston guy. Eston. Don't remember how to say his name, and I apologize to all those that are listening. Eston Gee, I believe it's supposed to be, but and we're still running the clock. Is getting ready to kick this is Ness. Oh, he's going to throw it in. Look like he's getting ready to kick the thing, but he'll throw it in way downfield. The only people there are white shirts. They'll send it back the other way. Flores will get it out of there for Klamath. Flores around. Flores has it knocked out of bounds. Not yet. Now it'll go out of bounds. And out about, well, it's going to take them a while to go get that one. Unless they got a soccer ball they can just give up handily. Seems like maybe they do. And we're back at it. While they go chase the other one. And down and staying down for a couple of minutes. Oh, no, that's about it, too. A couple of minutes. Already playing again. Walk it off. And that'll be a Klamath Badgers ball. And out of bounds. And out of bounds again. This will be rogue direction. They got it way down there now. See if they can get it in front of the net and get a good look at it. Klamath keeping them out of there. Sending them way back to the 50-yard line. They'll set it up again, will the Ospreys. Back into the middle. The Osprey have it set up again. They're going to run it out of bounds. It'll go out to rogue. So they'll get it going again. I was right to a Badger player that time. A little too much hook on it. Long pass ahead. Klepfill. Gets around one. Gets around two. Fires. Klamath sends it up into the air and into the parking lot. We'll set it up one more time. And this will be a corner kick now for the Osprey, looking for their fourth goal of the game. Still have about 30 minutes left to go. There it is into the middle, headed out of there by Klamath. They can't keep it out of there. Rogue gets it right back. Rogue fires. Hernandez dives on it. People are saying it's Pena that's out there. Let me look on my thing. It is Pena. Excuse me for a second. Doing all I can to hold my voice together. I apologize for the long periods of silence, but that's one way we'll do it. Back we go. Shot on goal, but wide right. That was not even a threat that time. Off of the foot of Ibarra. That's a foul. Smith doesn't think so. Just because he ran over Martique doesn't necessarily mean anything to him. Smith is going to get a yellow card, I think. Hasn't held it up yet. Long discussion. There it is. Smith pleaded his case. And he was turned down. Muchkian to kick it. There's the hole, but oh man, they're trying to get that in that time. It was Estagui, but the Badgers booted that one away. So now it'll be a corner kick. Larson getting ready to take it. And hold on here. Now we're ready to go. Way too long. Way too long. Now Klamath has time to set up a defense and out of bounds to Klamath. Flores has it for the Badgers. who are trying to advance it and don't. I'll try again. This will be a kick for Klamath. Taking it will be Serrato. I mean, you see what he's going to try to do by the way he's setting up. He's going to try and kick this high enough and get a curve, and hopefully one of his players will break for the goal and arrive there first. There's the hook, but taken out of the air. Klupfill. Which way they're going to call that? Yeah, they're going to call that on Klupfill. This will be a kick for Klamath. The Ospreys move it back. Klamath stops it immediately. We got a man there, but he didn't realize he had a shot. Klamath had a chance at it. And now the Ospreys will get it out of there. The Badgers will have to try it again from a little further distance. And nothing doing as Rogue is going to get that out of there. And once again, as soon as a Rogue Osprey player gets it, there's a Klamath Badger right there. Offside. The Badgers will take it. Getting close to where we have 20 minutes left to go in this half, as you can see on our clock. I think we're in the ballpark of where the stadium clock also is. Klupfill gets around one, fires. Ooh, that just going off the side bar. Oh, if that would have hooked another inch, it was in. But off the side bar, I believe it will be. Looks like it is. Larson's headed over there. It'll be another goal kick for the Osprey. They use this setting up of the goal kick almost like a timeout. They don't hurry. They do have so much time. They got a certain amount of time that they have to get it off, but they don't hurry any at all. Let everybody catch their breath, and then we'll move on. Here's the kick. It's up in the air, headed around, kicked out of there. There's a boot. That was way too long. That'll be a goal kick. for Klamath. A lot of action right then, but not much happened, really. So this is where I'm sure that Coach Gonzalez would like to see his Klamath team bear down. He pitched a shutout so far here in this second half. Keep it that way. It would be his goal here in the final 20 minutes. Out of bounds over the inline, so Klamath will do another goal kick, and we got a substitution over there. Ibarra comes off. And coming on is Eon Richardson. Ibarra and Richardson are former teammates at North Medford High School. Watched them play many a game over the last few years. In fact, Ibarra and Richardson is one of the players that some of the colleges are looking at. I was out of bounds. Yes, there we go. To Klamath. They, and I didn't push the issue. Coach Millick didn't tell me where they were in the process. As he said, some of them are further along than others right now in that process. Some of them just want to wait until after the season to deal with recruiting issues. So there is that. So I'm not sure where they're at, but they are. He did mention that they were getting a look at some of the universities around here. And again, probably the smaller ones are not thinking University of Oregon or anything like that, but if you can get a chance to play at any university level, you've done pretty good. The Osprey right now trying to just keep the ball out of the net. Ooh. Oh. We're going to have a timeout here. Oh, he hasn't signaled one yet. Both players are up. Excuse me. Ness is out there playing attorney for Klamath, pleading the cause. And what does everybody get out of it? Klamath gets a kick. That's it. Mostly because their two players ran into each other. Rogue didn't have anything to do with it. Out of bounds. A goal kick for the Osprey. Substitution again for Rogue. So coming in is Trefon McCord, and going out is Andre Estengay. Hernandez launches it long. Oh, not Hernandez. Wrong guy. Mawante launches that one long. Rogue ball. We get into the final 15 minutes. They're not in much hurry to go and grab the ball and get play moving again. They're taking about as much time as you can take without getting called for it. Out of bounds. Ooh. And grabbing his head is Flores. We're going to get a stoppage here. And another yellow card given. This one is given to Machkian. Flores is being helped up. This will be Klamath ball when we get all this sorted out. Trust me, we got a lot of sorting out to do here on this one. This will fill up everybody's notebook. We'd like to say thank you to Sherm's Thunderbird and Food for Less in Southern Oregon for 30 years of sponsorship with Table Rock Sports. They're great community partners. If you shop at Sherm's, they will save you money. Now the official talking to Klamath. Smith is one of those that he's talking to. He says all is fine. Sorry about the crunch in your ear, but that's a cough drop trying to help me get through this. And now Segura and looks like Mulla are over there. Could be Ness. That was Ness. Excuse me. The official says we're ready to play. I can tell you there probably was stoppage on his clock while there was not on ours. So if it goes a little past the 90-minute mark, I wouldn't be surprised. And out of bounds. Rogue will inbound it. We'll have a substitution. Maybe. Then again, maybe not. Well, not before the throw anyway. Badgers tried to get it out of there, but the Ospreys got it back. Send it down. Klamath will break that one up and out of bounds it goes. Now we'll get a substitution. Into the game is Juan Vargas. Going out of the game is Martique. It's up, headed up. Vargas just into the game. Has it goes off his head, but right to a Badger player. Rogue trying to get it in. That goes out of bounds, and they'll have it again. Oh, they're going to call it for Klamath. Klamath with good pressure, but just can't quite come up with the ball. The Ospreys have control of it. Now they'll send it over to the other side of the pitch. Fire it ahead to Clipville, taken away by Klamath. Vargas trying to send it through, cannot. And we're waiting for. We're ready to go. The Ospreys, with their 3-0 lead on the John L. Scott scoreboard, haven't been able to put one in. Here's Pena. He leaves the net. It's in. Goal. Well, my clock has been stopped a long time, apparently. My clock may be close to right. So I'm going to have to catch my clock up. I'm not quite sure how we got ourselves behind here. And so now it's 4-0 in favor of the Ospreys. Long pass through, but that's not going to do. Well, maybe he'll do real good. No. Offside. Marking it offside at the. He keeps walking back. At about the 30-yard line, but that's not where the official marked it. Ooh. Smith called for the foul. Get it to Vargas. Offside. So Klamath will get it back. This time at their own 30-yard line. The Osprey getting ahead quickly. Offside. Oops. Official didn't like that. Yeah, he gets a card. Had lots of those today. And that card is on McCord. We've had lots of yellow cards today. Smith wrestling for it. The Osprey, yes, come away with it. To the middle, fires it, tipped away. Do it again, score. And when they come back out of there from down in the corner rejoicing, well, try to give you the number of who that was. I'm going to say it was number 11. It should be Raul Garcia. So just complimenting on Klamath on pitching the shutout here in the second half. I guess I should have kept my mouth closed. It's a typical announcer's jinx. That's what that is. So I got about 3.5 left to go, maybe a little more than that. Actually 2.5 and maybe a little more. There's a foul on Rogue. Klamath has it. So Rogue is going to win the Southern Region Championship. And they will next play on November 8th against an undetermined opponent. They'll be figuring all that out this weekend. I believe playoffs for this conference begins on the 5th. Now Rogue will be content to play keep away, as we've got about a minute left in the game, maybe a little more depending on how the official on the field kept the time. The Osprey trying to, not the Osprey, but the Badgers trying to get one on the board. Rogue trying to keep the shutout going. Klamath will throw it in. They got a player down. That would be Segura. He's headed to the sideline. We're ready to go. Scoreboard went off, but not the official's whistle. Like I told you, I believe we have a little more time than that. There's a shot. That one's wide right. And he's going to say full time. So it's a final here as you get the dog pile out in the middle of the field as the players have won the Southern Area Championship for the 5th year in a row. So that's a pretty big deal right now. They're trying to pull all the players off so they don't get a bunch of extra injuries. Oh well. We'll let them play tug of war out there. We will go immediately to the Know Your Role post-game show. We encourage you to visit travelmedford.org/knowyourrole to see how this campaign is changing the culture of youth sports for the better and to learn about our sport ground. We'll recap the scoring when we return after this on TableRockSports.net.
Discover the Crater Advantage at Crater Car Wash today. Scan the QR code and sign up for your free $18 wash. Crater Car Wash. Clean. Dry. Fast.
What is a getaway? Is it leaving the familiar behind? Or discovering a place that feeds your hunger? Where passion sings, food is a culture, and every performance demands an encore. So let the journey be your destination. Then feast your eyes and nourish your soul in Southern Oregon. Your reservation starts when you travel Medford.
Discover the Crater Advantage at Crater Car Wash today. Scan the QR code and sign up for your free $18 wash. Crater Car Wash. Clean. Dry. Fast.
And welcome back to the Know Your Role post-game show as Rogue Community College Ospreys have defeated the Klamath Community College Badgers 5-0 and thereby have clinched the Southern Area Championship for the Northwest Athletic Conference. They scored first of all at about the 35-minute mark when Ricky put one in for them. They scored again just few seconds later, really, at that point, and then they, I got it down as Martinez, but I'm not sure that's right, but Martinez put one in, and then they scored just about a minute later in that same half as Clipfill put one in, and it was quickly a 3-0 ball game. In the second half, they hung in there, and the Badgers kept them off the scoreboard for a long time, but just around the 73-minute mark, just short of the 74-minute mark, they scored again to make it 4-0. And then with 81:34 to go, it was put in by Raul Garcia this time, and it was a 5-0 ball game. And so the Rogue Ospreys are your Southern Area Championships for the NWAC. They will play again November 8th right here at home as they will begin their first playoff game that will be moving from the round of 16 to the quarterfinals. They'll immediately go to the round of 8. We thank you for watching today's broadcast. We'd like to thank Rogue Community College for hosting the Lithia Superstore of the Game of the Night on TableRockSports.net. You can visit TableRockSports.net to see when our next live high school sports events are scheduled. And I can tell you that today we have another RCC game scheduled in just a few minutes, as we'll be doing the women as they will be taking on Shemakita. Again, the final score on the John L. Scott scoreboard is Rogue 5, Klamath 0. This has been a presentation of TableRockSports.net. Our executive producer is Joe Brett. With Dan Hartwell, I'm Terry Ross saying thanks for watching and good night from Lithia and Driveways Field in Medford, Oregon.